Hey, welcome to Free PMO.
Mhm.
So you know that feeling. Maybe you're the person at work everyone turns to, the problem solver.
Oh, yeah, the go-to person. It feels good, right? To be needed, to
Mm,
contribute.
totally. But we're diving into this really interesting article today that suggests maybe being too helpful. Well, it can actually backfire.
Backfire. How so?
It talks about something called recipient resentment.
Yeah.
Basically, the idea that always being rescued can make people feel, well, not great about the rescuer.
Huh. Recipient resentment. Okay, so our mission today is to unpack that.
Yeah.
Why helping too much could be a bad thing.
Exactly. And figure out how to be helpful without, causing that resentment.
Makes sense. Where do we start?
Well, the article uses this example. This guy, Kevin, office superhero type, fixes Harris' computer, helps Mike polish presentations, always there.
Okay, sounds like a great colleague, initially, anyway.
Right. At first, everyone loved it, super appreciative. But then things got weird.
Weird how?
Sarah starts kind of avoiding him. Mike seems awkward around him. And then these whispers, at the water cooler.
Ugh, the whispers. Never good.
Yeah, people saying Kevin's making everyone else look bad or, incompetent. His helpfulness suddenly became friction.
Okay, so that's the shift. And this is where recipient resentment kicks in.
That's what the article argues. It's the psychology behind it.
Right. It's not that people hate help, but if you're always being helped, always the one receiving.
It messes with your head.
Kind of. It can make you feel less competent, maybe a bit indebted, or like you're not pulling your own weight. That feeling of imbalance, it can sour the whole thing. Gratitude turns into, well, resentment.
Wow. Okay, so for listeners who genuinely want to be helpful and, build good team relationships, understanding this is pretty crucial. You don't want to accidentally make people resent you.
Exactly. And it ties into like building a genuinely strong team. It's not just about getting tasks done. It's about everyone feeling capable, empowered.
The article even used this funny analogy, like those TV shows where the damsel in distress eventually turns on the hero who keeps saving her.
Yeah. It's obviously less dramatic at work, hopefully.
Hopefully. No backstabbing planned.
But it captures that underlying tension, that feeling of being constantly overshadowed.
So the million-dollar question, how do you help without triggering this? What's the fix?
Well, the article has some solid advice. It talks about shifting your role. Don't be the guarantor, the person who guarantees the fix.
Okay, not the guarantor. So what then?
Yeah, be more of a guide.
A guide.
Yeah.
Point them in the right direction.
Exactly. Offer, say, a helpful nudge, not the whole solution handed over on a plate. It's about empowering them to find the answer or complete the task. They still get the win.
I get it. So they still feel competent and in control.
Precisely. It's their success. You just helped facilitate it.
Okay, that makes sense. What else?
There was another really smart tactic mentioned, throwing them a bone.
Throwing them a bone, like
Asking for their help, creating opportunities for them to help you.
Right. So turn the tables a bit.
Yeah, the examples were great, like asking Sarah, the one who avoided Kevin, for her advice on a tricky spreadsheet formula.
Or asking Mike, the awkward guy, to proofread an important email for you.
Exactly. It validates their skills. It makes the helping reciprocal, it rebalances that dynamic.
So it's not just one person swooping in all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone gets to be the helper sometimes.
Right. It builds that feeling of mutual capability and respect. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How often do we actually ask our capable colleagues for their input or help?
That's a really good point. It shifts the focus from being the solo hero to being, well, part of a team, a genuinely supportive team.
That's the core takeaway, really. Be a great teammate, not just the designated hero. Support that empowers, not overshadows.
So it's about being mindful of how your help lands, isn't it? Guide, don't just guarantee, and create chances for others to chip in, too.
Absolutely. Guide, empower, and seek their expertise, too. Build those genuine alliances.
So the final thought for everyone listening might be, just take a second to consider how your helpfulness is perceived. Are you building bridges or maybe unintentionally a little bit of distance?
Are you enabling others to shine alongside you? That's the key.